Hey everybody, we're taking a look at the verse of the day using the YouVersion Bible app. Today's verse is Galatians 2:20. It says this, I have been crucified with Christ and I no longer live, but Christ lives in me. The life I now live in the body. What's Paul saying here? The apostle was writing to a group of Christians. Was he telling them he had actually been crucified? Well, not exactly. He was talking to them about how do you actually live this faith out? I mean, what does it look like to live this on a day-to-day basis? And he was saying to them, if you try to live life your way, if you try to guide your own path, if you try to take hold of your own destiny, if it's your decisions and you're building your own success, if you redeem yourself, you will always fall short. It doesn't work out. There has to be something more, something better, something bigger than you to actually save you. Many, many years ago, we had an old pool at our first house, and there was a leak in the back, and I got a shovel. I didn't really know what to do, but I thought, well, if I dig around, I'll eventually find this leak, and I just started digging. One day went by, I got a little deeper, 2 days go by. By 3 days in, I'm so deep in this pit that I'm digging, I can't even see out of the top of it. I'm just slinging dirt up. I don't know what in the world I'm going to do. I have no idea how I'm going to fix this thing, and I'm just getting deeper and deeper and deeper. Finally, I had to admit defeat. It took some encouragement from Cammie. I finally admitted defeat and had to go find help. I needed somebody that could tell me how to fix that thing because I was just digging a hole. I was down in a pit. And Paul says, really, in your life, you'll always find yourself there eventually if you keep going forward in your own way over God's way. But then Paul says, what you need to do, here's the solution, here's the way forward. Die to yourself, that you would be crucified with Christ. As he went into death, he took everything with him that was broken in this world. Every bit of sin that you have in your life, he took it with him on death and into the grave, and he was raised up. And he invites you to be raised up new, but not by your own power, but by the power of God who lives in you. That's an amazing thought. The God who created the universe, the God who speaks life and brings resurrection, would actually live in you and do that work in your heart. And the job for us is just to invite God in. God, begin to do this work in me. I'm going to die to my will so that you may breathe life into my soul. God, take my mind captive. Take my thoughts captive. God, take my ambition captive. Take my motivation captive. God, take my behaviors captive. God, take it all. Live in me. You've been invited to have a relationship with God. And for some of you today, that's something that you need to really actually start. You need to say, I've known about God, but I haven't invited him in. I haven't invited him to a relationship. I haven't said, God, come live in me. But Paul says this is the only way to really live. Christ in you. In one place he says, it's Christ in you. That's the hope of glory. Go to your death so that you could be resurrected as a new you. I'm going to pray for you today. God, may we all be crucified with you so that you can begin to do a new work in our hearts, no matter where we are today and what we're facing. God, do a new work in my heart. Pray this in your name. Amen. Hey, thanks for taking a look at the verse of the day with me today. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.